Hi, folks. You know, there are cities you've heard about: Tokyo, Kyoto, Nagoya, Osaka, etc. There are cities in Japan you've never heard about, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have passed this city for years and never stopped. I would see it as a stop on the bullet train on the Tokaido line, just blew it off. I finally spent some time here, and I love this city. Welcome to the town of Odawara, Japan.
As I mentioned in the opening of this video, I have passed this city on my way to other cities many times. You see, there's one dedicated high-speed rail line from Tokyo to Kyoto, and it's called the Tokaido line. And if you're traveling on the bullet train from one to the other, regardless of the direction, you're using the Tokaido line. And by the way, you will pass the city of Odawara. And I will admit, for years I saw this city go by without ever paying it a visit. But during one of my most recent trips to Japan, I said to myself, you know what? Do it. Go there. Check it out. You have 2 days to yourself between tours. You have nothing to lose. And as I mentioned earlier, I fell in love with it. Now, there's a few things you have to know about this city that might be helpful. First, Odawara isn't a big city. I'll give you an example. The greater Tokyo area, named Kanto, supports 41 million people. The greater Kyoto area, 3.8 million people. Odawara, 188,000. Odawara is roughly the population of Glendale, California. Second, Odawara is not that far from Tokyo, Japan. By bullet train, you're only about 40 minutes away. Third, Odawara is your gateway to the city of Hakone, Japan. And simply put, to get to Hakone, I recommend you travel through Odawara using a short train ride or bus. And Hakone, well, that speaks for itself. And fourth, don't expect big city stuff. In other words, if you stop here, don't expect to spend 3 days in Odawara. In fact, if you want to really take advantage of the area, spend 1 full day in Odawara and then 2 days in Hakone nearby. And that is a good plan. Now, let me take you through the city itself. This is the overall area of Odawara. First of all, keep in mind that Odawara more or less promotes only 3 things. Number 1, Odawara Castle, the city's #1 tourist attraction. Number 2, the Sakawa coastline, about a 20-minute walk from Odawara Station. Number 3, the entire Odawara forest and chrysanthemum gardens. And honestly, if you go any further out to find additional things to do, well, you'll be venturing into the areas of Hakone or even past the Kanagawa Prefecture. Now, for this video, and to keep the video fairly brief, I'm going to keep the focus near Odawara train station. And when referring to the train station itself, this is one really busy little station. You see, Odawara Station connects you to Tokyo via the Tokaido line, while offering options of sightseeing tours, restaurants, access to Hakone, the Izu-Hakone railway line, outlets to 16 different stations within the area, 3 highways, 4 active bus lines, and another train line that brings you to the city of Gotemba. So within this smaller than average train station, there's a lot going on. Secondly, connected to the Odawara station is a new and beautiful mall with lots of restaurants. It's called the Luska Odawara. The entire complex is dedicated to food and shopping. It's a beautiful structure. The architecture is incredible, offering an older view of Japan, and at night it is really something to see. I walked this entire building, checking out every eatery in business, and at the top of the building, an outdoor food court. I enjoyed 4 great meals here. There are fantastic eateries at the top level, delicious, affordable pastries for your sweet tooth, 2 sushi spots to tempt your appetite, and 3 busy tempura, soba, and udon shops that seem to get most of the attention when it's time for a great meal. Now, when I stayed in Odawara, I stayed at the Toyoko Inn Hotel. Now, I filmed my hotel room for you. Let me show you what it looks like. And the cost, by the way, was $44 per night. The deal was amazing for just a few nights. You'll notice that the room is super clean, and this is my go-to hotel chain. Cozy, desk, phone, hair dryer, flat screen TV, double bed. You could smell the fresh sheets. This is a single common room. The bathroom will have everything you need for your travels. Razors, toothbrush, full body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. I was a very happy man. Now, here's the outside of the hotel. Well, look how close the Luska Odawara food court and train station is, right from where I'm standing. You cannot go wrong. And right there, do you see that peeking right in the corner? Well, it's Mr. Donut, only about 60 feet from my hotel. And at about 7 a.m. in the morning, I'd spend 20 seconds walking to this spot and enjoying 4 fresh, delicious donuts and a piping cup of coffee. Delicious. Now, near my hotel, I took advantage of big, colorful city maps that gave me all of the help I needed in finding where I was and where I had to go. There are dozens of these all over the place in English. And an 8-minute walk from my hotel was Odawara Castle. Now, the first thing you need to know about this castle is that it's a reconstructed castle. The foundation, right here, was rebuilt in the 1960s to resemble its identical appearance of the past, while the fortifications and buildings around the castle still exist from the 1100s. The castle itself is continually being redesigned, but not from anything you'd spot with your own eyes. You see, the finest architects and designers in Japan are putting their efforts into fortifying the interior walls and the base of the castle to resist damage from earthquakes, and Japan gets a lot of them. Admission to the castle is only about $4, and there is so much to see. And at the top, you can get a fantastic view of the entire city from the viewing level. If you take your time, the castle will fill your afternoon. I spent about 3 hours here. Secondly, near Odawara Castle is a shrine named Hotoko Ninomiya. It's a beautiful small shrine dedicated to Ninomiya Sontoko, a Japanese agriculturalist who lived about 300 years ago. He lost his parents at a very young age and dedicated his life to rebuilding a strong, large family line to carry on his name while rebuilding more than 600 villages to keep Japan thriving. When he became an adult, the shogun, the military leader of Japan, appointed him as retainer and advisor. That is a big deal. During 2 of my visits here, families dressed in their finest apparel and were taking family photos. I immersed myself in the area and really didn't want to leave. I loved this spot. And within the temple grounds itself, there was a wonderful cafe that allows you to sit down, order a tasty meal or dessert or drink some delicious coffee or tea, and absorb the ambience of this area. It's a wonderful place to visit. And third, if you appreciate onsens, natural hot spring baths, consider visiting a spot named Tenzan Onsen. It's about a 16-minute Uber ride from Odawara Station, and it is beautiful. You can soak your body, relax in the piping hot water, and enjoy a delicious meal. And at night, it's nothing short of remarkable. Although I will admit that I have passed Odawara many times without giving it a thought, I am so glad I took the time to visit this city. From the culture to the food to the train station, this spot is a great single-day visit before continuing to Hakone, Japan. It's yet another reminder that this country is filled with infinite surprises.
Now that is a view. Listen, as always, we provide helpful links and information beneath this video. And then as always, there's the Contact Us button. Click on it. You can contact me or my staff directly. For JourneyToJapan.com, in Odawara, Japan, I'm Carl Rosa. Thank you for watching.